looking down to the shoreline for our friends to come up and cook us stuff. Boy, did we find a good one. Favorites Bistro Bar down on Bank Street in New London is Caribbean-inspired food, right, Majin Pierre?
Yes, sir.
Did that sum it up nicely?
Yeah, pretty much. You did a good job.
How long you been down there?
We're going to be open for about 2 years now.
2 years here. That's the hardest 2 years I've been told.
Exactly. How did you know?
I hear things. You're not my first rodeo. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about what you're doing for Valentine's Day. The food looks wonderful. We're going to make a sweet potato cheesecake, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go to work here. What do we do?
All right, the first thing we want to do is get our crust ready. So to do that, you have your graham cracker, which you can put through a food processor, and we're going to add some melted butter to that. Okay. And we're going to mix that up. And once it's mixed up, you're gonna pretty much put it into your container.
There's your base.
That's your base.
I love this. So your restaurant gets tastes from every island in the Caribbean. Which one is this one coming from?
Not necessarily every island, but
which one are you missing out on?
Oh, there's so many great ones. But this is more like so I'm originally from Haiti, and this is, we do like a sweet potato pudding. So this is kind of like
a little flair on that.
Yeah, so this is a flair, exactly. We don't do a cream cheese cake, but this is a
Well, what do you do instead? What we got here?
So now we're going to, once we do that, you would set this in your fridge, and then the next step would be
to take.
The next step would be to take your cream cheese, right? You would add your eggs to it.
More eggs.
And then we would add our sugar.
By the way, 3 eggs. So this dish is what, $82 now, right?
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, nowadays.
With the 3 eggs, yeah.
Exactly.
A little sugar going in there.
Right.
So if you want to take out a second mortgage, make this at home. You can't. No, we're kidding.
And we have all our ingredients here. So you have a few sprinkles of salt, and then we have nutmeg, cinnamon. And we have our vanilla extract, and we also have a star anise extract.
Everything in there, it makes sense. The salt. Why?
Well, when you add salt, you almost get a little bit more sweetness without adding more sugar because it balances it out. It brings out the sweetness. Yes.
So if I add salt to me, I'm going to be a little sweeter?
Exactly.
Okay, good to know.
But you have to have a little sweet in you first.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's where you lose me. Talk about as you mix that up, and that's going to go right into the on top of the chilled pan as you mix it up in the blender.
Well, the secret ingredient we have to add our sweet potato.
Well, we forgot that, right?
Yes.
And then when you put that all together, you put that on top of the crust. How long in the? You're pretty much done at that point. How long in the oven?
You're pretty much done.
Yeah.
So that goes in the oven for about 50 minutes, and then you'll take it out and chill it before serving.
All right, keep mixing that, and tell us about favorites as we take a look at some of the other dishes. I love this oxtail rangoons.
Oxtail rangoon. So that's our take on crab rangoon. So
right?
there's oxtail in there and some ricotta cheese.
And that French toast looks good, pretty good as well.
This is a crème brûlée French toast. It is done with like a...
You keep talking, I'll mix. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Put me to work. Go ahead.
So this is actually one of our biggest sellers at the restaurant.
It looks
People
fantastic.
love that, yes. And it is baked, so it's not just done over the stove.
And you got dessert down there. What's that, quickly?
And this is one of our best-selling dessert. It is the bread pudding, but it's with the Caribbean.
I can eat my weight in bread pudding. What's the Caribbean flair?
Well, people come in and say, what are you putting in that? I've never had it this way. I just think it's the idea of we season things. So our sweet seasoning or sweet spices would be cinnamon and other ones.
Take a look at this finished product.
So this would be the final product.
I love this. Take a look. Brendan, you can get in close with the camera. You may not touch it. It is all for me. I like that you have, it's not directly Caribbean food. It's that you got little flares, little things to make, as you said, to bring out the spice, bring out the flavor, right?
Right.
What do people say when they come out of your restaurant?
They said they love the bold flavors and they've never had this type of food. So people have had short rib, but ours tastes different.
Yeah.
Our seafood pasta is going to be a Creole seafood pasta, so it's going to be a little different. It'll have clams, oysters, but the flavors are where we're going to make the difference.
Oh, that is good.